Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Hearthstone deck spotlight. Something a little bit different today. We don't usually cover Tavern Brawl decks, but I did see over on Twitter, HS Replays put up a wonderful infographic with some win rates on some of those Brawl decks, and I really like the look at this one. Not only does it have an 80% win rate apparently, but it's also reasonably budget. So this is going to be great for those of you who want to, just get that pack nice and quick, or maybe even for those who want to start grinding up some gold. So we'll go through the deck pretty quickly. For those of you who don't know what the Brawl is this week, it is the double Death Rattler Brawl. So Death Rattles trigger twice. For those of you who are dungeon run fanatics, you're probably pretty used to this kind of effect. And this deck comes to us courtesy of JadinSu's. So we've got a lot of interesting cards in here, a lot of bombs. So we've got the actual Goblin Bomb itself. So this is going to deal 4 when it dies. Leponome also deals 4 when it dies. So very aggressive. Mekaroo, Play Dead to trigger some of our bigger Death Rattles. We've got a tracking in here. Two trackings, in fact, help us find some of those important cards like Devil's Egg and Terrascale Stalker. Direwolf Alpha lets us start attacking with these Goblin Bombs and trading better with our other 1-drop pieces. Bomb Toss, great removal. Fireworks Tech, so this is going to allow us to buff our mechs, trigger some Death Rattles, once again just dealing more face damage. One of Lost Spirit in here. This is kind of interesting. So if our opponent is playing a more controlling deck and we can kill this Lost Spirit, we can buff our whole team to attack as well. So it's basically a Savage Roar if we can kill it. We've got Whirler Glider, which summons more Goblin Bombs. Also gives us a nice body as well. Then we move on to something that I'm sure everyone is familiar with. We've got 2 Devil's Eggs and 2 Terrascale Stalkers here, combining very, very well to make sure that you have big bodies on board, and also a board that's still resilient to board clears. If they have to answer your 5/5 Devil's Oar with a Dragon's Fury or something like that, you're still going to have a 5/5 at the end of the day. We've also got Eaglehorn Bow in here just to, I guess, get some trading on early. We'll see how well that goes. And we've got Raid Leader as a kind of the same reason we've got Lost Spirit in here. Also buffs our Goblin Bombs, making sure that we can trade with them. And then right at the end, we've got 2 Explodinators for even more bombs, and a Sneaky Devil, which is the stealthy Raid Leader. Once again, trying to give some attack to those Goblin Bombs, make sure that we can trade. So we'll jump into some brawls and see how this deck goes. Okay, first brawl up here.
The might of the elves.
Up against the priest. Apparently, the Mulligan Guide recommends mulliganing aggressively for Goblin Bomb, Leponome, and Devil's Egg. So we got a Goblin Bomb. Let's see if we can hit the egg. Ooh, lovely curve.
Wow.
Awaken the bacon. Wonder if we can kill our opponent before their quest finishes.
Mind if I roll need?
Mind if I roll need? That Leponome animation is... When you have to look through it twice, it's obnoxiously slow. Destroy all humans. So we've got a nice wide board here, so we might be able to drop the Raid Leader and the Direwolf Alpha. Probably should have placed this egg next to the Goblin Bomb.
Handle it!
Here there is no light.
I'm not sure how this is supposed to go. Opponent sure does have a lot of Death Rattle minions in their hand. Hopefully one of them is an abomination. Abomination. That would kind of shred us a little bit.
Join me.
Hit it very hard.
Well played.
Got him! Wow. Wow, indeed. That did not feel remotely close. Let's jump back in front.
Versus Rexa.
Okay. Against Hunter, so presumably this will be
Tremble before the might of the
some
elves.
kind of mirror. Hunter deck's performing particularly well in this Tavern Brawl. I think there was also an what else was on that infographic? Just a regular Death Rattle Hunter was performing quite well. So I think you get this Mecharoo out to try and maybe trade early, maybe with Fireworks tech it. Benvolio, sup losers. Wow. How rude. You come in here. Nah, how you doing, Benvolio? Hope you're doing well.
Ooh, I wonder what this does.
So many mechs. We are playing some Tavern Brawl. We don't really do too much Tavern Brawl content, but this one's got a particularly sick deck, so...
This beast will not
Ooh,
be
Stitch
slain.
Tracker. So this is the normal Death Rattle version. So we can expect basically a copy-paste from Standard. You know, your Spider Bombs, Houndmaster Shaw, Cube, this kind of stuff. I think we'll save this for next turn.
Whoops. Whoops.
Because this interaction is kind of what it's all about. Opponents use the coin so they can't
Mind if I roll need?
beat us to the punch. Tracking, cool. I think being the first person to resolve this effect probably means you win. Especially with both of these decks looking like they're very, very like linear aggressive. You know, our opponent's deck has potentially Ziliax or like Deathstalker Rexar. But outside of that, oh, and Mossy Horror, but outside of that, like I said, very linear aggressive. So let's... We'll do this to make sure we have enough room, because we're going to have a whole bunch of huge boys. Like it's... Okay, so it's... Our opponent's turn 4, they've already coined. And they're facing down... what's this? 10, 11, 12, 13, 15. We have lethal on board.
Well fought. I can see.
Woo! Got him. Yeah, plated Devil's Egg. Pretty good.
Area versus Tyrande.
Okay, another priest.
Tremble before the might of the elves.
So we'll follow the same game plan. Mulligan aggressively, find those 1-drops. Ooh, not today. Not today. Oh, never mind. Better lucky than good. Okay.
Here there is no light.
Do we want to try and trigger one of these? Maybe we could. So we can trade here, and then Terrascale Stalk of the Lost Spirit. I think I like that.
Your weakness betrays you.
Join me.
So a lot of power on the board here. We'll see if our opponent's got playing something spicy, because a lot of these priest decks don't look like they're running Duskbreaker or anything. Sweet, so we can play the Explodinator and trade our Lost Spirit.
Join me.
So once again, turn 4 we have lethal on the board. Our opponent has something to say about it. Fortunately, I don't know if that's enough. What do you got for 1? I played it that they ripped off an Oracle.
It is finished. You win.
Well played. Da, da, da. Whew. Well, that was possibly the three quickest games of Tavern Brawl of Hearthstone that I've played in a row. Not much to say about the deck. It's totally sick. You saw the games. We were crushing nerds. Big shout out to JadinSu's. I think it's a testament to someone's genius that they could create something this sick and this well refined for Tavern Brawl in such a quick amount of time. So if you want to get some of that 10 gold for the 3 wins, or you want to get a quick pack and you've got all these cards here, go for it. It'll take you a couple of minutes. You'll have that pack in no time. In the meantime, if you are watching this video on YouTube, links are down in the description, including a link over to the Hearthstone article. Jump over there, give JadinSu's a +1, leave a nice thoughtful comment, I know you will. And my details are down there as well. Jump on the Discord, the Wave Pool, or follow me on Twitter. That's the best place to catch me. If you've got any sweet decks you want me to check out, chuck them over there. And until next time, stay safe and do stay wavy.